Hello. We are on our final day, our 14-day of your 14-day journey. How are you guys feeling? How has it been feeling to kind of take a little bit of a deeper dive into yourself physically, into yourself energetically through your breath, reflecting on you? How does it feel to be a little more kind to yourself? How does it feel to find those pieces of joy everywhere? Look for that contentment. That contentment is there. You are here. That's awesome. How does it feel to be true to yourself? Are you putting any of those into practice? If you are not, know that it is okay. Our journey through life, through balance, through wellness, however you want to say it, is one that takes time, one that takes patience, one that should come from a place of love rather than a place of pushing, of hate, of force. Patience. Patience is key. For today, we will be doing a flow, putting all of our poses that we've done over the last 13 days together and creating our final flow with it. Again, these are all basic poses, so ones that you'll find going into a yoga class. So you might feel a little bit more comfortable jumping into a yoga class somewhere. If you've always been like, what is this yoga about? I'm interested. Well, here is this sort of yoga world in a small little nutshell for you to maybe understand, to notice, to see how it feels for you. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, and that is okay. Whatever it is, it's all good. So putting all of our poses together now, we're going to do it 10 times. So we're going to go through this 10 times. This is essentially sun salutations. At the end, focusing on our tree pose, so finding the balance that you just did. And then at the very, very end, we are actually going to lie down in our Shavasana. So I'll be showing you the Shavasana pose, which is very, very simple. It's just sort of lying down to allow yourself to find a little bit of peace, find a little bit of calm, allow the body to absorb everything that's just happened throughout your practice. So here we go, standing at the top of your mat. Feel free to put some music on if you want. Sometimes it feels nice to have a little bit of music, but I'm not going to have any on here right now so that you can hear me, but always do what works for you. So we're going to stand at the top of our mat. The top of our mat would be here. We have the length of our mat this way. We're going to start standing in our Tadasana, in our mountain pose. And today's breath we're going to focus on is whatever one felt good for you. If you enjoyed counting, try that. If you enjoyed that ocean breath, try that. If you enjoyed a cooling breath, then you can try that as well. Inhaling through nose, exhaling, just sort of noticing how you feel. Do what works for you, no pressure to do what doesn't work for you. Be true to who you are. So let's stand here in our mountain pose. So we're going to stand sideways. I'm going to be flipping around to show you from different angles as well. But we're finding our mountain pose, and let's take 3 deep breaths. And as you sort of settle in to take these 3 deep breaths, I invite you to set a mantra for yourself. One word, one thing that you love about yourself or that you know to be true to you. And it might be, I am beautiful, as an example. So just one word, I am, and find that word. Repeat that, come back to that when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Now, let's inhale, rise the arms to the sky. Exhale, release the arms back down. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, rise the arms to the sky. The next time the arms come down, let's come into our chair. Let's inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive, so your forward fold. Bring that one, our Uttanasana. Inhale, come to a flat back. Place the hands on the shins, lengthen through the spine. Draw the belly up, all the way from the base. Exhale, lower. We're going to step back. So we bring our hands all the way down, lowering to our knees, and let's go through a couple of cat-cows. Inhaling up, and exhaling as we curve and round. Let's do this 5 more times. Remembering different positions through our hands. Remember Remembering that we can barrel roll through the body if we so choose. You are always welcome to do any other position that you might like. Let's do this one more time. Whenever you feel ready, let's gently press back into our child's pose. So you might have to walk it back a little bit. Come into your child's pose, rock the hips from side to side. Let's reach the hands forward and then just gently pull the shoulders back and down. Reach those hands forward. So just slide the hands forward and then slide the hands back. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, slide the hands forward, slide the hands back. Now let's come up, slide those hands forward, but still draw the shoulders back. Let's come up to our plank. Let's push back to a child's pose. And let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Now come back to your plank. Draw the body forward. We're going to lower into our cobra, remember, or crocodile. Remember, we lower down, bending at the elbows. Come all the way down, draw the big toes together. Now we come into our cobra, our bhujangasana. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up. Curl those toes and come into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, which would be that downward facing dog. Paddle out the feet. Now what we're going to do from here is walk our feet closer together. Take our right foot, bring it to the sky. Send it all the way forward and through. And then we're going to lift up into our warrior one. So in our warrior one, we turn our toes to the side and we rise up warrior one. Let's take 2 deep breaths right here. Let's bring our right arm forward, our left arm behind us. Open up the toes to the side towards the long edge of the mat. Open up warrior two. Take 2 deep breaths in your warrior two. Being mindful of everything we've learned so far. Squeezing through the glutes, opening through the thighs. Let's step back to the top of our mat. Shake our legs out if we wish. Move on to the opposite side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower. Come back to a kneeling posture and move through a couple of cat-cows if you wish. If your spine is still looking for a little bit of movement, then go right ahead. Enjoy. Notice what feels right for you. When you feel ready, let's meet in a child's pose. Wiggle out the hips. Draw the hands, slide them forward, pull them back. Slide them forward, pull them back. When you feel ready, as you inhale, let's come back to our plank. Exhale, push back, child's pose. One more time, come forward, plank. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Come back to your plank. Draw the body forward, crocodile. Lower all the way down, big toes together. Lift up, cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift. Curl through the toes, downward facing dog once again. Paddle out the feet if you like. Just feels nice to walk the dog. Up to you. Take the left leg into the sky if you like. It doesn't have to be high at all. Step forward. Sometimes your leg stops here and you need to hold on to it. That's okay. Turn the toes off to the side. Draw up through the low belly there. Low belly, that's a word. Bring your arms all the way up. Warrior one for 2 more deep breaths. Come back to that mantra, I am. What's the rest? Turn your toes off towards the long edge of your mat. Open up your arms a little bit, warrior two. Take your gaze over your fingers if you wish. 1 more deep breath. Relax your arms to your side. Step back to the top of your mat. Shake your legs out. So we're going to be moving through that little sequence 9 more times. So going through on each side, but moving with our breath now. Feel free to go a little bit slower if you need to, or keep up with the pace in your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale up. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. To those knees. Couple of cat-cows. Rounding through the back. Remembering connecting every fingertip to the ground, pushing back, little child's pose. Now we're going to come forward without coming up into plank, and then child's pose to come right into plank, and then right into your crocodile. Lower all the way down, big toes together, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Paddle at the feet. Take the right leg to the sky, step it forward and through, coming into our warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Step to the top of your mat, mountain pose. Say that mantra again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Step it all the way back. Do your cat-cows if you like or not. Not a big deal. If you're feeling warm, it's all good. You don't need it. Child's pose. Come forward to plank. Lower down, crocodile. All the way down. Big toes together. Cobra. Exhale down. Lifting up. Keeping the elbows tight. Spreading the fingers wide. Downward facing dog. Paddle at the feet. Walk the feet closer together. Send the left leg to the sky. Step it forward and through. Into our warrior one. Enjoy your warrior one. Remember, you can step a little closer together if you like. Open it up. Warrior two. Step to the top of your mat. Mountain pose. Breathe and say your mantra. Inhale. Chair. Rise. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Come back to the knees. Cat-cow if you like, or right to child's pose. Stay in child's pose, or follow me. Plank. Crocodile. Lower. Cobra. Lower. Lift to downward dog. Or stay in child's pose. Lift the right leg to the sky, step forward and through, warrior one. Lift, lengthen, enjoy. Right arm forward, open up, warrior two. Step to the top of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, chair. Rise. Forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Step back. Cat-cows if you wish. Push back child's pose. Option to stay there. If you're ready, come with me to plank. Crocodile. All the way down. Cobra. Lowering down. Lifting up. Curling the toes. Downward facing dog. Lifting up that left leg. Sending it forward and through. Warrior one. Open it all the way up. Warrior two. You're doing awesome. Step forward to the top of your mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, rise. Adjust your pants. Adjust your shirt. Rise. Forward fold. Swan dive down. Uttanasana. Come all the way up. Flat back. Exhale over. Step back. All fours. Couple of cat-cows if you wish. Try not to rush them. Child's pose. Come into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower all the way down if you wish. When you're ready, come down. Bhujangasana. Lifting up. Cobra. Lowering down. Lifting all the way up. Curling the toes. Downward facing dog. Lift up that right foot. Step it forward and through to our warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Open it up. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana. Said that one funny, but hey, happens. Step to the top of your mat. Tadasana. Inhale back. Uttanasana, or chair pose. Inhale, rise. Forward fold Uttanasana. Flat back. Lift up. Lower down. Come back to the knees. Back to child's pose. Rest here if you need to. Follow me in plank if you like. Lower down. All the way down. Big toes together. Shoulders stay back away from the ears. Lifting cobra. Exhale, lower. Lift it all the way up. Curl those toes. Downward facing dog. We're probably feeling a little bit heated right now. We're going to take the left leg to the sky. Step it forward and through to find our warrior one. Opposite side. Now let's open up the leg here. Woo. Warrior two. Step back to the top of your mat. If you need a break, take a longer break here. I know I keep adjusting my hands. Those hands that just don't stay, but that's okay. So we're gonna breathe here. Enjoy your breath. Catch your breath if you need to. Sometimes that breath sort of gets lost as you're moving, as you're flowing, especially if you're building a little bit of heat. Come back to that mantra again. So let's inhale, rise. Exhale. Remember, you might be new to this, and that's okay. It's putting our body in different positions that might feel quite different for us. Notice how you feel. Chair pose or child's pose. Balasana. Come forward. Plank. Lowering down, crocodile. All the way down. Lifting it up. So we don't do any edits. We go with the flow here. Curl your toes. Lift up, downward facing dog. Paddle at the feet. Let's send the right leg up to the sky. Come all the way through. Come up, warrior one. Being true to myself, warrior two, is to enjoy those little miswords. Step two, Tadasana. To enjoy those little mishaps, if you will. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Because you know what? Inhale up. Forward fold. Life isn't perfect. Life isn't edited. Life just is. And it's pretty amazing. So let's accept it. Child's pose. Let's come forward and through to our plank. Crocodile. All the way down. And cobra. Lowering down. Lifting all the way back up. Downward facing dog. Oh, paddle at those feet. Send the left leg to the sky. Step it forward and through. Bring the heel down. Come up. Warrior one. Open the toes to the side. Warrior two. Step it to the top of your mat. Tadasana mountain pose. Inhaling up. We're almost through. You're doing awesome. Remember to breathe. Remember to enjoy. To find that contentment, but to be true to yourself. If it's saying right now, you know what, this is hurting, I need to rest, come into your child's pose at any time. That child's pose is that resting pose for you. Send the right leg to the sky, step forward and through, warrior one. Warrior two. Transitioning. Remember, we've spent at least 5 minutes every day on each pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Forward fold. Inhale, up. So if you didn't take quite as long on each pose, know that that's okay. You still have time. Push back into child's pose. Be patient with yourself, right? Come forward, crocodile, all the way down, cobra, low, lifting up, coming into your downward facing dog, paddling up the feet. Try not to squish your neck with your shoulders. Open up, create a little bit of space. Send the left leg to the sky, kick in the wall, bring it forward and through so we come into our warrior one pose. Open up through the toes, warrior two. Step it to the top of your mat, Tadasana mountain pose. Let's bring that right leg all the way to the side. To your left, it's okay. Draw the heel in, we're coming into our tree pose, sliding it all the way in. Remember to lift and stand tall in our mountain pose. We can keep our foot on the ground, we can come to here, or we can come up all the way. Don't feel like you have to get there. I'm gonna come down here with you guys, maybe even keeping the toe on the ground. It's all good. Open up through the hips, take the hands into prayer, namaskar, and just hold. Or Anjali Mudra is the mudra. Try not to fall over. Take a gaze, look somewhere. If you fall over, it's okay. Blossom your tree if you wish. Some days your balance is spot on. Other days, not so much. And that's okay. Let's take one more deep breath. Let's lower our hands down. Let's lower that leg down and shake it out. We might feel it a lot in this leg, in this standing leg. So do the same thing on the opposite side here. Sending the leg out to the side, drawing the heel in, slide that foot in. Place it on top of the leg there. Okay, and then I'm going to come to hands here to center. Find the spot that works for you. Remember, not directly on the knee. We're going to lift and open. We're going to take 2 more deep breaths. And as we do this, come back to your mantra. I am beautiful. I am awesome. I am smart. I am loving. I am caring. Whatever. Anything that you know to be true to yourself. Take the hands back together, step it out, and falling over. It's okay, it's all good. We're going to come down to our Shavasana now. So over these 14 days, we're just doing more of the energizing type of yoga. So we're just doing more of those power poses, more of the similar poses that you're going to see in most yoga classes if you would pop into a class. There is a lot of restore postures, a lot of stretching postures that we would sort of go through as well. Just in this little clip though, we're just going to do one little hip movement before we come into our Shavasana. Inhale up. Exhale, let's forward fold here. Forward fold, and then from your forward fold, come to the knees. And we're going to come over onto one hip. Slide the legs forward. So as we have our legs slide forward, just come to the edge of your mat, so to the end of your mat. Okay, once you're at the end, bend those knees. We're going to roll onto one side. Once you're rolling onto one side, we are going to come into our Shavasana, but lift up the legs first. Notice how it feels to be on your back. Might not feel good. It's okay. Okay, we're going to swing our legs from one side to the other. In your Shavasana, feel free to put something underneath the knees. Okay, you're welcome to stay like this. Constructive rest pose, perfect. Bring the hands out to the sides, palm faces up. Let's take 10 deep breaths right here. Option to straighten up the legs and to relax everything. So I invite you here to breathe with me for 10 deep breaths. Together, let's take one more deep breath. Begin to wiggle through the toes, through the fingers. If you had your knees bent, keep them there. If your legs were straighter, start to bend through the knees. So you're welcome to hang out in your Shavasana as long as you like. There's really no limit. If you're enjoying just being here, then just be. Remember, be true to yourself. Find that contentment. Practice that non-violence. Don't go against you. Listen to what you need. Whenever you're ready, let's roll onto our side. Once we're on our side, slowly push yourself up, but please take your time to push yourself up. I'm just coming up a little faster so I can come a little closer to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for deciding to go on this 14-day journey. I'm hoping that it all felt well for you. It all felt really good for you. Sometimes there might be struggles along the way, and that's okay. That's part of life. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, and there's many, many more programs that I offer as well. So shoot me a private message if you're interested in getting to know me a little more, because I'm certainly interested in getting to know you guys a little more as well. Thank you so much. The love in me honors the love in all of you. Namaste.